it going? How's it going on this lovely Friday the 13th? How is everyone doing? I want you to let me know if you can hear me. Every time I start a live, sometimes this happens. Yes. Okay.
It just got fire on it.
Oh, don't put that in the candle, okay?
I didn't do that.
Who did it?
Malik.
Okay. Don't do that, okay?
Okay.
All right, so if you can hear me, let me know. Drop a 1 in the comments. I want to make sure that you can, because I know every now and then I have difficulty, or people have difficulty hearing me when I start a live for whatever reason. So let me know if you can hear me. Drop a 1 in the comment. Also, let me know where you are tuning in from. Woo! So, y'all, what I've been doing today especially is masterminding with myself how I'm going to incorporate my little ones into my business since there is no school. Woo. So now, instead of having excuses or explanations, I'm going to eliminate those and just find a way to incorporate them in everything that I do. So I don't know how I'm going to do that, getting on the phone and doing calls, but I'm going to find a way. Because at the end of the day, y'all, when you're in business, you have to eliminate and take out the emotions. You have to eliminate and take out the explanations and the excuses, which is just an explanation. People don't like to call it excuse now, but you have to find a way to remove all of that in order to propel and move forward, y'all. Because excuses and explanations are nothing more than a way to pull yourself back and give yourself a reason to not do something and to be lazy. So I'm going to eliminate all of that. I don't care what the government is doing. I don't care who's not in school. I don't care who's sick, who's not. I don't care about any of that. I care about doing what I'm supposed to be doing to help serve the masses and to also help propel my business. So, yes, that's what my goal is. And so we're going to be really getting out there. Hey, Virgie. Hey, Miss Bertha. Hey, Lucretia. Getting out there really grinding this next week, month, whatever it is that they're doing with the schoolhouse. And we're going to be working. I'm putting them to work, okay? Yes. So eliminate all those reasons, y'all, of why you can't. Because at the end of the day, if you want to do something, it's up to you. At the end of the day, there's no one else to blame but you. You can't blame your sponsor. You can't blame your uncle, your mom, your sister, your dad. Nobody but yourself. Because you are the one that has the gift inside of you to push yourself forward and do what you need to do to propel yourself and let the gift come out. At the end of the day, you have to build what you want out of life. Life is not just going to give you anything. It's very rare that something just lands in someone's lap. And even when you think that something landed in someone's lap and it just all fell together for them, you never know their full-on story. You never know their full journey. You have no idea what they actually went through to get where they are at that present moment in time. Oh, my mom is calling me. Dang it. My mom's calling. But you just never know. So you have to keep doing what you need to do to propel yourself to get to that point where you want to be in life, okay? But I really got on this live, y'all, because I want people to start to actually research and do things for themselves. We've become a lazy society. A lazy society. We don't research anymore. People don't like to read books. People don't like to know things for themselves. They rather just sit around and let someone tell them what it is. They like someone to just tell them what to do, tell them what works, tell them what's right and tell them what's wrong, instead of actually seeking out the information for themselves. So I say that because I was watching a well-respected lady in the financial industry on television speaking. Okay, she was saying some okay things. Maybe she's old school. I'm not sure. But from what I've learned and what I've researched, what she's saying is incorrect at this point. Or maybe not incorrect, but just not the best option to be preaching and teaching to people. And I mean, people were really sitting there in the audience just like taking notes, well respected, just like everything she said, holding on to every little word and every little piece of information that she said. And I'm sitting there saying, no, that's not the best way to go. That's not the right thing. Like, she's just talking to you. She's just saying what she knows, but what she's knowing is not the best thing for everyone. Everybody has their own financial layout. Everybody has their own plan, but what may work for somebody doesn't work for everybody. It's never just a one size fit all. So I said, oh man, let me just go do a live, because it's crazy how we can just sit there and just absorb anything instead of actually doing our own due diligence and putting in the work to see what's really right or what's really wrong and what really fits for ourselves. So one thing that she was speaking on was 401ks, retirement plans, stocks, and it kind of hit me because I said, look, if we paid attention to even what's going on right now, would you really want to have all of your investments in stocks right now? Like, something that's so so unpredictable. Something that's so up and down. Something that's so all over the place. Would you really want to throw everything that you have, everything that you work for, everything that you need and you want to retire on, and something like that is so unpredictable and so volatile? Why? And this lady was sitting here really preaching about it, but she was so incorrect, because there are other ways that you can choose to have an investment income that's not gonna hurt you, that's only gonna grow your money and also give you the highest return of investment. And a lot of people just don't know about it. But if you seek out that information, it's there for you to find. Look, there's a lot of people playing the game. What we live in today, we're in a capitalist society, like it or not. There's there's a way to be on the right side of money, and there's a way to be the person that's constantly getting played day in and day out, over and over and over again. See, just like now, what did he do, baby?
He put some paper inside of it.
Go blow it out.
Fire.
Woo, they playing with fire. You play with fire, you get burnt. Hey, but the point is, y'all, you want to put your money in your investments where it can really truly grow, where it's not going to hurt you, where you're going to have something left to give to your little ones or to leave a legacy with. You worked hard for this, so why throw it away? Okay? So many people just do something because somebody tells them to do it instead of actually seeing what really truly works for them. What really truly works for them. So that's why I wanted to jump on and I wanted to talk a little bit, because one thing we have to stop doing as a people, period, is we have to stop just living a lifestyle and just living to live, and we have to start designing our lifestyle. It's one thing to have life and have it just throw us around. It's time to actually start taking life and molding it the way that we want it to be, instead of having it grabbing us and throwing us around. Too many times we're getting slapped in the face day in and day out by life. Why is that? Why? It's time for us to stand up, take some reins, grab a hold of life, and run it the way that we want our life to be. It's time for us to stand up and make change for ourselves. Not let the government run around and run us over and tell us what to do. Because again, it's easy to be on the wrong side of the money game, and it's easy to be on the right side of the money game. And so many times I keep seeing it day in and day out. They're fine. There's somebody in there, they just like to come and tell me, Miss Bertha. They like to come tell me everything. So they're okay. Thank you. Thank you for caring, because I sure enough care about them. I know. Thank you so. Yeah. But It's so easy to be on the right side and the wrong side because at the end of the day, y'all, this is a game. It's a game and we're being played every single day. And instead of you being the person that's getting played every day, it's time for you to start being the player and playing the game to win. See, what I like to say is, especially when I talk about things like inflation, overpaying on taxes, like I'm not going to get into all the challenges that we face. They don't necessarily have to be bad. Inflation doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. It is if you're the one that's on the wrong side of it, and you're the one trying to stay ahead, and you're the one fighting because the prices keep going up and down and your paycheck keeps staying right here, then yeah, it's bad for you. But the person who's fluctuating the prices, the person that has the leverage to do all of that, the person that has the leverage to move the price up while you're still down here, they don't miss a beat. Because they know how to adjust. They know how to adjust. And we're the one that's hurting and getting played because we don't know anything. We don't know anything. We're just accepting it. We're just rolling with the punches. Accepting it, saying, hey, this is how it is. This is how it has to be. This is how it's going to be. Instead of finding a way to get ahead and get the knowledge we need to see that, hey, maybe, just maybe, this isn't the way I have to live. Maybe, just maybe, I'm the one that's getting played. Maybe, just maybe, there's a better way. Guys, usually when something doesn't sound right or something doesn't make sense or just something just isn't right in your spirit, then it's not right. Sometimes when something is just given to us and we just accept it without question, it needs to be questioned. We're all adults here. We all have the same opportunity to read, research, change our situations as the next person. It's time to stop saying, hey, get mad, oh, they're wealthy, oh, they're rich. God, you never know what they went through to get there. They might be snobbish, they may be rude. It doesn't matter because you have the same opportunity to have wealth, health, whatever you want, whatever you desire as that next person. You have that same opportunity. You just have to step in and make the change. I know she keeps calling me. Thank you. Y'all. Every time I get on the live, everybody's in and out. Everything keeps going on. But that's all right. She can wait a minute. Just a minute. So I'm going to make it quick because I do have to run out. But I want to say this, guys. Every time that you wake up every single day and you overpay your taxes and you don't have a home-based business or a business of your own, y'all, you are literally losing $600 a month. And since I said daily, that's $20 a day. Oh my gosh, Mom. That's $20 a day. That's $7,200 a year that you are losing just by not having a business. That's crazy. So what you ought to do is literally, when you're driving, when you're leaving, when you're walking, when you're going anywhere, just take a $20 bill and just throw it away. Watch somebody come pick it up and take it from you. However you want to do it. But that's what you're doing every single day, that you're not taking the time to invest in yourself and have a home-based business. You're losing because you're not reaping all the benefits that you could be reaping if you had that business to benefit from. Guys, having a business income is leverage upon leverage upon leverage upon leverage that most people don't have because they just don't know about it. Most people don't have that kind of leverage because they don't realize the true benefits of having a home business. They just don't know it. Most people get into business, if they don't make X amount of dollars, $10,000, hey John, $20,000 in a week, $30,000 in a month, they're all mad and pissed off and I'm not making any money. Guys, let me ask you something, man. How long did it take you to really truly start making a full-on profit like that? Those numbers I just named. How long did it take you to make that kind of profit? on your job. Don't worry, I'll wait. How long? $30,000. We're seeking $30,000 in a month when we first get into business, but that's how much you make in a year on your job, and you don't even get that up front. You get that on the back end. It rolls around to you in payments. It doesn't come to you in a lump sum. It's just whenever it gets to you, and then you fight for it at the end of the year when you go around to the next part of the year and you file your taxes. Do you realize that the first 4 months of the year you're working for the government? You don't realize that. You think you're working in the hospital. You think you're working for Nanette. You think you're working at the restaurant. You think you're working for Ricky's. You think you're working for whoever, Dillard's, whatever, whoever you're working for. But really you're working for the government because you're paying, at the end of the day, you're about to be throwing that cash up front to the government. That's taxes, period. What do you think? What's going on right now? Everybody's running around, losing their mind, going crazy, talking about toilet tissue. Man, I don't know about you. I'm like, let's go back to the basics. Toilet tissue, it's going to sound crazy, y'all, but that's not even a necessity. Like, that's a luxury. For some people, toilet tissue is a luxury. As far as I'm concerned, but if desperate times, we got towels, you got water, you better rent, you got soap. Like, come on. We worried about the things that don't matter when you can actually be changing your life and getting out of an impoverished situation, or a situation where you're so deep in debt that you can't see your way above water. And I know it's so many people on here suffering from that, because the stats say it all, that 90% of people are struggling and buried in debt. I know it because, look, I'm one of the first people to admit I was that person. I'm climbing up out of that hole, baby. I refuse to let that stuff keep me down, because one thing I know, when you start to change your situation, everything around you starts to change. It does. Because I know what it means to have it be the difference in your lifestyle. To have a little bit of money, have no money, and then have something to carry you through. This isn't true. We're not on replay, Dante. Thanks for tuning in live. I'm gonna put it like this. Like, I'm not gonna say this is the only reason why I lost my son, but one of the reasons is for lack of lifestyle, lack of money, lack of being able to give everything that we needed to sustain life, to live good. I mean, we were barely scraping by. So little things occurred that ended up occurring with something big to happen that in turn cost him his life. And that's what I'm saying. I know the difference between money and no money, and what it can do and how it can change your lifestyle. Everything is not about money, but I'm going to tell you, it's way more easier to have some money than to not have it. So you can sit around all day and talk about money's not everything. I'm going to tell you, it's only broke people that talk like that, because they try to find a way to tell themselves in their head and change their mentality to fit why they're broke. Change your mindset, change your life. It's time to stop thinking broke and get up and do something about it. It's time to stop just listening to somebody and listening to people that don't have it, and research and figure out how to get yourself out of this situation. It's time to find a way to get the income you need to have a business income and turn that into an investment income, so that your money starts to work for you. Guys, and it all starts somewhere. You have to start crawling before you can walk, run, sprint, and do all that. Do laps. I'm telling you, you have to start somewhere. And if you're going to start by having a job, it's time for you to take what you're getting from your job and invest in yourself. Guys, I'm the first one. I admit it all the time. Like, look, I know that. I know that we weren't born to just work and then die. I know that. It's got to be something better to life, right? It's got to be about living life and living to the fullest. Enjoying ourselves. Not just letting life just take us and throw us around like I said earlier. It's more to that. It's more than this. And I say that, man, I really truly say that because I feel like we've always been conditioned to just go to work. Go to work. Have a job. Just constantly doing that. Not breaking the cycle. I feel like that's what we're just conditioned to do that. I went to school, and I say that because, look, I went to school, y'all. I have degrees. And before I even got into the workforce, I was already in debt. I was set up to get out of school in debt, thinking that, oh my gosh, okay, I'll go into debt because I'm going to get a great job that's going to pay me the money to get out of debt, and then I'll start living. It didn't work like that. It didn't work like that. Because when you go to school, I'm not knocking school, but when you go to school and you put yourself in debt to go to school, you really think you're going to climb your way out just like that? 40 grand in debt, 80 grand in debt. It's like 40 grand a year just to go to a good school. And you think that doing that is going to get money thrown back at you. You're going to get a great job to pay that off, but it's not set up like that. It's designed for you to get in debt, stay there, and keep working for the government, keep paying the government, and never getting ahead until you learn the loopholes and the strategies of the wealthy and how to play the game the way you need to play it to get ahead. And that's what my focus is at, on teaching and educating people these things, because I know it, because I've lived it, because I see it, and I know how we can change that. It's not just because somebody told me. It's not just because somebody said, hey, we have the 4, 3, 2, 1. It's not. It's because I actually took the time to read it and research it, and then start reading things like the loopholes of the wealthy. Y'all, it's nothing but loopholes. It's nothing but somebody taking the time to say, man, there's got to be a way around this, finding it, and then doing it, implementing it. So if I'm sitting here and I tell you that I have solutions to change your life, I know it because I'm living it. I'm not just saying it because it sounds good or somebody told it to me or I like it. I'm saying it because I'm living it. And that's the point. When I say living the shift, baby, me. When you see me going to these events in these different places, hey, Cleon, thanks for tuning in. Hey, Legina, thanks for tuning in. Hey, Loretta. Hey, Willie. Hey, Angie. Y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. When I say living the shift, I'm saying it because I'm living the shift. It's because it's real. It's because it's true. I don't ever want to get on and give some kind of false, fake nonsense because it sounds good. Never that. Because it always comes back to bite you in the behind, y'all. You reap what you sow. What goes around comes around. So I'm really big on actually knowing what I'm talking about, not just going in and publicizing something. I've done that. When I worked a job and I worked in a store and I was promoting big business, which is one of our 4 challenges, that's what I was doing. I did the planograms. I designed the store to have people come in and want to buy and spend their money. That was my job. Playing people every day. Getting people to want to spend this, get this, get this. I'm done with that. Yeah, it was my job. Yeah, they wanted to spend it. But it's still all a part of the game. And it's time for people to stop getting played and start being the players. Stop playing checkers when somebody else is playing chess and making all the moves for you. Telling you what to do, just like people are running around buying stuff that they don't need. That's just like when the flood hit, but people was running out with televisions. Y'all, that's that poor mentality. That's that poor mindset. That's somebody sitting up high. Sorry, Mom. Somebody sitting up high, moving all the pieces, moving the queen and the king and jumping people and playing you. Man, wake up and smell the roses. Bump Corona. You can't blame Corona, the drink or the virus. This is you now. This is your life. This is your time to get up and realize some things and make some changes. Because there are solutions out here, and I have them and I know them because I'm living them and I see them, and I see them working for people around me because I'm telling everybody around me how it works. Literally, get yourself a business income and get yourself moved to the category where you can have that investment income so you can have time freedom and have your money working for you. Everybody has a lifestyle that they live. You're living for the right now, right? But how are you paying for your right now? How are you paying for your right now? Your labor, your hard work. But remember, your first 4 months, you're working for the government because you're paying in those taxes. You're paying in the taxes. Every time, everything you bring home, they're sticking their hand in, reaching out and taking your money. That's why you have a gross and you have a net. I learned that from my very first paycheck. That's exactly why. They're reaching in and taking your money. So it's time to shift that money that's been shifted away to the government, to banks, to big business, and get it back in your pocket because you deserve it and it belongs to you and you worked hard for it. It's time for you to start living the shift the way that I'm living it, the way that other people around me are living it, to get on board with the movement that is sweeping this nation and changing so many people's lives. Because I'm telling you, when you sit back and you keep watching and you keep watching and you keep seeing these testimonies and these results and people's lives changing, you could have been ahead of the game. You could have already been at investment income, but you're still sitting back saying, "Man, let me see if this works. Let me keep watching." The longer you wait, the longer it's going to take you to get to your time freedom. So why wait? I'm going to tell you, look, before MWR Financial, I was a single, broke mother of 4, barely making ends meet, barely being able to take care of my kids. I'm taking care of them clearly. I do anything I have to do. But I mean the luxuries, having a car, having a house, a roof, all those things, didn't have it. Now, and I'm not even talking about after or anything. I'm talking about in the now. I've changed in so many different ways. I've developed as a person. I've developed my mindset. And not only that, I finally learned things about finances that I never thought that I would have known or learned. And it wasn't just because they were teaching it to me. It's because I have experts in each category. Our money max category, our credit max category, so my credit score is rising. Our equity max, we're maxing out our equity, getting rid of debt. And our wealth max category, those experts working on my behalf, and I'm also learning at the same time how to change my situation. Not only that, I'm also that same mother that didn't have a job, didn't know where my money was going to come from other than government assistance, that is now making daily guaranteed pay. Every single day, every single month, residually. I'm that same person that had a college degree. I'm not going to say has a college degree, and still wasn't making enough bank to take care of the day ins and day outs. Everything was paycheck to paycheck. And I know I'm not the only one, because I know 78% of people are living paycheck to paycheck as well. And that's a ridiculous amount, considering the amount of people that have degrees, that go to work, that work hard. You deserve better. That's why I get on here all the time. You deserve better. I deserve better. We all do. But you have to wake up, smell the roses, enjoy life, and get better. Since MWR Financial, y'all, I've named all those things I named before is how I'm living my life now. Truly living the shift and seeing how a business income can totally change your finances all the way around. Not just getting a pay raise increase, not just getting money back in your pocket. I mean actually living the shift and getting money shifted back to you in every single way, shape, form, and fashion. How it can truly change your life. I'm just saying. So at the end of the day, if you are ready, bump being ready, you ought to be ready. Because when you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, you're sick and tired. And that's when it's time for you to, beyond time for you to rise up and make a change. At this point in time, all you have to do, and I urge you to start living the shift. All you have to do is inbox me and say, and just type living the shift or ready to live the shift. That's it. And your life can change too. You can receive everything I mentioned. You can get your credit maxed out to the point where you have an 850, an 800, 850, 745. Why not max out your credit score? Stop sitting at 495. Why not get the money back in your pocket that you deserve, that you worked so hard for? Why not start to build your funds, eliminate your debt so that you can have an investment income so your money can start to work for you? That's all I'm saying. And that's all I got for y'all. I have more, but I'm not going to get into that because I just want y'all to realize some things. I want you to really wake up and start to think to yourself, how am I going to supply my future lifestyle? How am I going to live the way I've always wanted to live? How? You can't expect to do that working day in and day out because everybody ages. Everybody gets tired. Everybody can't continue to do what they're doing right now. We're just not designed that way. So why keep doing it? Set yourself up to win. I want you to win. I don't want to win by myself. I need more people winning with me. So y'all, with that being said, I love you. Woo! I love you, I love you, I love you. Y'all take advantage of, some of y'all are working from home. Take advantage of your kids being out of school. Whatever it is, take advantage of it. Love it. Embrace what's going on. Bump it. Everything is for a reason. I don't care. They out there clowning. Yes. But embrace it because guess what? Learn how to flip it to turn it to work for you and work in your favor. For real. Do that with anything that arises that may seem negative in your life. Learn how to flip it to make it turn around and work on your behalf. That's how you really start gaining, and that's how you really start winning that life. Grab it by the balls, grab it by the hair, and slap life around. It's time for you to start winning. If you ain't winning right now, it's time for you to start winning today. Hashtag winning circle, winning season. It's that time, y'all. You deserve it. Mwah. I love y'all.